This is the LZR Project, an episodic story series by David N. Alderman. The LZR Project takes place within David's Expired Reality universe and serves as a prequel to the main novels in his Expired Reality series. You can find out more about David's Expired Reality series at davidnalderman.com. Episode number 17. Friday, May 1st, 1998. "Where have you been?" Sean Amorou asked his sister when she came walking in the door to their parents' house close to 6 in the morning. With bags under her eyes, Veronica waved her brother away and went straight to her room. "Rude," Sean mumbled as he walked out the front door and got into his sedan. He drove himself to Warehouse 5.5, where Mr. Big was waiting for him in the back office. Even though the police had labeled the building a crime scene, Mr. Big continued to dwell in the otherwise abandoned warehouse during the night. He had turned the place into a pigsty with burger boxes and soda cups littering the floor of the massive space. Each time Sean came to see Mr. Big, he noticed that the man had gained weight from the visit prior. Mr. Big was clearly addicted to fast food, but Sean wasn't sure why he lacked self-control all of a sudden. The man used to be athletic, healthy, but now he looked like a fat slob. Sean opened the door to the back office to find Mr. Big gulping down a handful of potato sticks from Awesome Dave's Burger Shack. "Really?" Sean said. Mr. Big chewed the potato sticks and then threw the container on the floor. His blindingly white suit looked tight around the man's overweight figure. He wiped his greasy hands on his jacket and then waved Sean into the room. Come. Sean stepped into the office and shut the door behind him. Mr. Big caught Sean's uneasy glare and scoffed. "You act like you've never seen me before." Sean shook his head. "No, Mr. Big motioned to his bulging gut. "It's this, isn't it?" Sean nodded. "Yeah." Mr. Big dismissed the comment with a wave of his hand. "I know, I'm getting a bit round in the waist. After all, I am Mr. Big." He chuckled and then he stroked his bald head and sighed. Nerves makes you eat and eat and eat some more." He motioned to the metal folding chair opposite him. "Take a seat." Sean sat down. "You need to lay off that crap. Eat some fruit or stop eating altogether. Just stop." Sean looked around at the mess on the floor. "Stop eating that." Mr. Big slid a photo across the desk. "She goes by the name Viper." Sean picked up the photo and examined it. The young woman in the picture had long hair the color of quicksilver. Her eyes were deep brown and her left cheek had a long gash running horizontally from her nose to her ear. "This is my contact?" he asked. Mr. Big nodded. "It is." "What's with her hair?" "Your hair only gets that way when you've been to Tyr. It's a city in the Far East." "Yeah, I know," Sean said. "My sister knows all about Tyr." "Good for her," Mr. Big said with a smile. "How is she, by the way?" "What does this girl want to buy from me?" Sean snapped. "She's not buying from you. You're buying from her." "What am I buying from her?" Sean reiterated. "That's a surprise," Mr. Big said. Sean set the photo on the desk. No way. "Would you calm down?" Mr. Big asked. "Please? I mean, it's not something I'm ready to reveal to you yet. It's top secret weaponry." "No," Sean answered. 50,000 credits deposited into your account at the end of the day," Mr. Big said. "To top that off, you'll get one of these weapons yourself, once I've had them scanned for ill." Sean stared at the photograph. "Where do I meet her?" 2 blocks from here in the Pleasure District. She will be hard to miss." "I don't know," Sean said. "If David or the others find out I'm doing this for you, I'll be canned and probably thrown in jail." Mr. Big shifted his weight and reached forward, putting his hand on Sean's shoulder. He stared Sean squarely in the eyes, pointing at him with his other hand. "Now, you listen to me, boy. I'd like to think that you and I are like-minded people. We're not." "We are, more than you know." He leaned back in the chair. "You know, I don't have anything against David Corbin or the rest of your friends. I don't have anything against you either. The point I've been trying to make to David all these years is that he needs to step up his game if he wants to bring true justice to Lysalis. Anera, even. He refuses to do so. I really just want him to see what this city, this whole world, could be like if he applied his tenacity to force instead of pacifism." Sean nodded. "I just want him to see that his stupid boomerang isn't going to be able to save the day every day." "See, that's why I chose you to work for me," Mr. Big said. "You are a smart lad, fully capable of understanding my vision. You bring the hammer down, and the weak run. They scatter like little mice. Then all that's left are the strong, and they fight it out amongst themselves to determine the victor. Survival of the fittest. Once you rise to the top, you bring back all of those under you, now that they know they cannot defeat you, and you now have order where there was once chaos. Sean glanced down at the photograph again. Is she one of yours? Mr. Big shook his head. No, not mine specifically. She is an independent contractor, works for herself. Don't make the mistake of calling her a mercenary, though. She hates that. I should go, Sean said. Mr. Big nodded and waved him along. Go. He turned and grabbed another handful of potato sticks and started to shove them into his mouth. Really? Mr. Big set the potato sticks on the surface of the desk. Man, you really need some help, Sean said. I'm fine. He shoved the potato sticks back in their box. Just get to the pleasure district and complete the task. Sean left the warehouse and made his way down the street toward the pleasure district. Dark thunderclouds hung overhead, bringing a chilly air to Lysalis. He constantly scanned the streets of the industrial district to make sure nobody spotted him wandering this area of Lysalis. If word got back to David or any of the other laser blades, Sean knew he would have some explaining to do. Why am I doing this? He asked himself. Money? No. He didn't need the money. He had no use for it. He knew he was doing this to be spiteful toward David Corbin. There was no other reason except that. He wanted to bury David in the facts. Weapons would win this war, not gushy talk, not peaceful demonstrations. He even felt some level of resentment toward Carrie for the vegetarian and animal rights nonsense she was always spewing. It all made him sick. He entered the pleasure district and began searching the faces of the prostitutes hanging out under the red and pink lighting of the various buildings lining the street. He found the quicksilver hair within minutes. The girl's long locks ran down the sides of her green corset, the tips teasing the ends of her green skirt. Viper? Sean whispered. She smiled, bright green lips curving into something mischievous. She tilted her head toward the building behind her and motioned for Sean to follow her inside. He patted his side, confirming he still had his pulse pistol on him in case things went sour. It wasn't like he could call on his friends if the tables turned on him or if Mr. Big was setting him up. He was alone out here in Betrayalville, and he alone was responsible for his own safety. Viper led him into a bright red lobby. The carpet glowed red, the walls glowed red, the furniture and the counters and the elevator doors all glowed a piercing shade of crimson. When they stepped into the elevator and the lighting seemed somewhat normal, Sean rubbed his eyes and grunted. How do you work in a place like this? I'm not a real hooker, ass-face. It's my cover, as Mr. Big no doubt told you. Sean shrugged. Either way, you dressed the part. What does it matter to me? She hissed. Keep that mouth of yours running and I'll shove a grenade in it and pull the pin. The elevator stopped and the doors opened to a floor washed in normal white lighting. Viper led him down the hall toward the left into a room with no number. She used a key card to enter the room and then turned the lights on, bathing the room in blue and white lighting. On the twin bed sat a black metallic suitcase. She picked it up and handed it to him. We're done, she said. He took the case. Good. Viper cleared her throat and took the collars of Sean's coat in her hands. You know, there's no reason you shouldn't get something out of this deal. I already am, he said, brushing her hands away from him. I get one of whatever these are. She shrugged, tapped her foot a few times, and then looked him in the eyes. Big whoop. You know, Sean said, you have an awful attitude. She took the case from him and set it on the dresser next to the television set. I've been told. I've never cared. She turned her attention back to him. I'm a little bored. All I do all day is meet people, say hi, say bye, and give them their goodies. That's the life of a delivery girl, Sean said. She took him by the collar again. I'm not some second-rate delivery girl, and I have certain goodies I don't really want to give to everyone. I'm sure, Sean said, reaching for the briefcase again. She took his left hand and placed it on her hip, and then took his right hand and placed it on the front of her corset near the strings tying it shut. I want you to undress me. I'm tired of this outfit, and I'm tired of playing dress-up. Sean removed his hands from her. She grinned. You don't trust me, do you? I probably wouldn't either. But see, you already got what you came here for. You already got the goodies from Mr. Big. But what about your goodies? She took hold of the front of her corset and ripped the two halves apart, exposing a white bra. Have a little fun tonight, Sean. On my dime. Consider it a bonus for traveling to the pleasure district and not having any real business here. Thank you for listening to the LZR Project. If you are interested in reading more of David's Expired Reality series, please check out the author's webpage at davidnalderman.com.